Hello everyone, Siege Link here, back with another Company of Heroes 2 replay. And I'm starting this a few minutes late because I had a bunch of cord issues, which was an absolute nightmare to try to deal with. And I've not actually played a single game on this map. And I actually forget the exact name of it, but I don't really like maps like these where you have sort of victory points like this, where it's like one entryway type of thing. But this map ended up working kind of well for me because it is actually pretty small, and it's somewhat easy to grab these. And you have this house. This one's broken, but other than that and these buildings, there's not actually really too many buildings. But yeah, I don't really like the map. It's just that this guy didn't play too well. In fact, I think like 3 squad wipes initially, and I still managed to win. Like, I did not play well initially here. You move the mic a bit closer to me. Yeah, you can actually see it initially. I didn't pay attention to it because I forgot about it, but he actually went for engineer then conscript immediately, but he actually delayed conscript by like 10-15 seconds for no reason. And he got one of these. He actually got 2 this game, and you'll see why in a moment. Yeah, so he moves back here. So what I decided to do is yeah, so he manages to get up right as I am about to set up my machine gun. So he's able to just run around them, which is kind of annoying. Not only that, but they got destroyed, like, quicker than any machine gun has ever gotten destroyed. Like, do you know how long it takes to squad wipe in this game? It takes, like, friggin'... It takes, like, 20 seconds, and he killed them in, like, 3 seconds. But yeah, I had 2 Grenadiers get a double Faust off of that light scout car. So I lost my machine gun and lost my Grenadier instantly, but he lost a light scout car. So it's kind of equal. I would say he probably got ahead of it, but I have a guy in a building here he's not really dealing with well. And also because he delayed his first conscript, he's behind on territory. Like, we're equal on territory despite him having probably more ability to capture, I would say, overall. Considering I got rid of 1 car that can't cap anything, and he got rid of 2 of my squads. But yeah, this map, you have a machine gun like here, here, and here, and they basically can't get out of their base. Or even just having one like here, here, and here, and you can control the map super well. So I don't like maps like that where machine guns just... You can just camp them in an area and it's just so hard to deal with them. In this case, he didn't even end up really going for them. Yeah, in fact, he didn't even get the building required for them because he really wanted to go for the sniper. But the sniper didn't actually really end up doing too much for him. He really wanted the sniper in the light scout car. Yeah, he lost a unit there. I put some guys in here for extra vision. I wish I could go back. But yeah, basically what happened there is I told my machine guns to set up here, but for whatever reason they went around and then set up there, which doesn't make any sense. But I came around with my Grenadiers and took out the machine gun there. It's a little annoying because I don't want to, like, take it slow because I want to be talking about stuff nonstop, but at the same time I don't remember, like, the times that every single thing happened. So, I'm worried about missing, but at the same time I don't want to, like... I don't want to just, like, talk or not talk at all. So here, I got a Faust off. He has a damage engine. He's even got an engineer crew. What he should have done is retreat with it and just repair it. But instead I'm like, you know what? I've captured this point, and I've got double gas now. Let me go for another Faust while I'm getting a 2-2-2 out. So yeah, he lost 2 light scout cars to 4 Fausts. which was pretty bad for him. And here I went to capture this and cover his entrance, but I didn't realize how close the bunkers were to these victory points. I knew they were close to this one, but I didn't think they were that close to this one. And not only that, it's right on the corner. Like, if you put your guys here or here, they can't even get shot. And here I'm actually telling my guys to retreat, but because they're pinned, and because they keep trying to re-equip the machine gun, I think they're not actually working properly. But, yeah, this 222 here, as you can see, has an engineer, a sniper, and a machine gun, and one shock troop. So yeah, he didn't have basically anything at this point to deal with my 222. And I've already got double gas cap and almost all the points. And he also got flamethrowers rather than any minefields. So I mean, if I wanted to, I could even put mines down, but at this point that would have just... I mean, he has got no vehicles. I'm the only one with vehicles at this point. And I've got basically max victory points. He captured the middle one like a half second before I captured this one. So he got one off on me, and that's it for this whole game. But yeah, I lost that machine gun because I wasn't paying too much attention to it. I forced it to retreat a few times, but I don't think it retreated. Again, taking these areas, and once I take it, I'll get this gas once again. And I really wanted to get this machine gun. Machine guns on this map are so crucial. I really didn't want him to get any, so I wanted to retake that one. So I brought my light scout car to sort of escort my engineers. I'm just going to grab it and immediately retreat. And this time it actually worked. Now, because they were damaged, they weren't fully healed, I do need another engineer, but that's kind of good because I'll recruit them here. I don't need the engineers up front. And not only that, I'm getting close to being able to recruit Panzers, so I'll build that building for next. And he has a machine gun. I see he's placing up here, so I just go behind him. And I also have a grenadier that I can even use a rifle grenade on. So yeah, very easily pushes guys back here. And this moment is when he lost his sniper. Yep. Lost his sniper. Engineer squad was lucky to get out of there with his life. And now he's just sending in, you know, one troop at a time against my 222, which just isn't going to work. He even retreats earlier. Like, at this point, you either have to just build up in your base until you have something to deal with the 222, or you have to just, you know, wait until you cap something and then retreat and hope that you barely get away with your life. Finally looking to get some T-70s out, but with double gas cap, I actually can get a Panzer IV out before he can get a T-70 out. Didn't realize initially that I was right outside of his base. I mean, hey, a little extra damage on that bunker is nice, because it's the only bunker in this area. And I actually could very easily take it out once I get a Panzer, honestly. No need to do that in this game, though. Once you're so advantaged that you can take out the opponent's base, that's when you've already won, basically. Yeah, so he's moving shock troops, conscripts, and engineers. So he's moving out everything except the engineers. So this is basically his whole army. And I have one machine gun I'm putting in here. And 2 grenadiers coming, and he's immediately forced to retreat. Like, if you're going to push with all your units, you need to put your machine guns in that building instantaneously. Even had a good grenade there. Get some more damage on those machine guns. Not as much as I thought I would. I thought I undershot it by a bit, but it was actually a good hit. Even repairing the 222, and yeah, just about to get a Panzer out. Because he's got 13 gas at a time, I've got 39. In fact, I've said this quite a few times, like, this could be my most favorable game. Like, at this point, I've had so many favorable, like, one-sided games, it's hard to say, like, which is, like, the most favorable. But this could be it, because not only did this kind of feel like facing a CPU opponent, for the most part, but on top of all that, I was able to build a fuel cache. When you build extra, like, resources on the points you already control, that's when you know it's, like, super favorable. Because even on this map, where this is pretty covered, it's never like 100% safe to do it, I would say. And now he's got a a machine gun stalemate, but I've got a 222 coming in. And he's also, again, very lucky to escape with that conscript. So many of those shots barely missed. Yeah, the engineer could have died, the conscript could have died way earlier. And I got Panzer out.
We have 200 points remaining.
Now, for once, he's actually got a decent force. Damaged shock troops and damaged engineers versus my near full health engineers. That's, about equal for me, but I've got a 222 and a Panzer coming. And that's going to push him back easily. And I'm even going to grab some Panzer Grenadiers. For even more extra tank production. For extra tank coverage. Giving out a plane here. If you look at his fog of war, he sees a lot of stuff. It's not going to really help him too much. There we go. That's the shot I've been looking for. So yeah, for the whole game, pretty much, he's had about 4 units. I have 6 units plus the 2 vehicles out. And I can even go for another Panzer if I wanted to. And another fun thing is that I actually went for this doctor in this game, and I could have gotten this Puma out, like, wicked early. Like, wicked early. I'm talking, like, maybe 4 minutes earlier than the Panzer, because I had double gas cap very early, and you don't actually need Battle Phase 2 for it. So I could have gotten that Puma out, like, super quickly, but the thing is, the 222 by itself was just doing so well that the Puma just felt kind of like overkill, and quite frankly, the Panzer also feels like overkill. The reason you want to go for the Panzer over the Puma is because in case they somehow, some way get some kind of tank out, you want something to be able to deal with that. If you've got a Puma and a 222, you might not be able to deal with whatever tank they might manage to get out. If they get out a T-70, yeah. But, I mean, I've had games where it feels like they've got 0 gas income and all of a sudden they hit me with 2 heavy tanks. And I'm like, okay, are you serious? So, just waited to get the Panzer because the 222 was doing enough. The Puma was going to be overkill. And it also just allows me to tech up. I've got tech lead, I've got a vehicle lead, I've got all kinds of leads. By going for the Puma, I don't have as many leads. I might have a bigger, mid-game lead. But I mean, the Puma doesn't do, like, as good of a job as you might expect. Not enough to go for it over waiting for a Panzer, at least in my book. And yeah, after losing that conscript, he finally decided GG. At this point, I knew I won. I got all but this victory point because it was pretty well covered here. Only a tiny bit you could take there. I didn't even know the exact range of them. Yeah, I had just 5. I was about to get a second Panzer out, to the point where I would have more vehicles than he had overall army, which was just so one-sided. I had every single cap point for pretty much the whole game, other than these 2. He had these 2 for a good chunk of the game. But other than that, 1 V point down, just the sniper wipe, good use of machine guns, Fausting the light scout cars so that then my 222 would go completely uncontested. Just overall very well played. Sorry I missed some parts, but I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next replay.